Another day, another painting. Ooh. Right. I think there is perhaps some fogging on the wrens. Yes, there we go. Excellent. Right. Where are we? Here we go.
Oh, gather round, ye mortals bold, from mist and brine and tales untold, where canvas breeze and colors flow. Welcome to
Painting. Oh, glorious.
perch upon the dung. It must be wrong. But ye be charged and songs be sung. No timid brush, no timid crew. We paint like thunder splitting through. He is defender who hath divine, born of ink and turpentine. Samurai heart with Irish grin, lets the living ether in. He doesn't plan, he doesn't try. He squints one eye, charge a key. One fearless stroke, the sky turns blue, and dragons hatch from painting goo. Cognate knocklade a fortune egg. Open up inside, it says. Trust the flow, don't overthink. Follow the ether of ink. Let spirit guide the paw and ink. While Boris grinds ink with teeth. Strike like a tiger, swift and true. Just like Carlos would do. From Japanese clan he leads the way with honor, sharp as katana spray through stormy doubt and ego stew. He paints the life inside of you, so raise your brush like battle axe. Let go of fear and pigment cracks. Let art arrive from cosmic dew and roar it loud.
Painting. Right. You know the drill, you filthy mortal scum. Smash that right button Reagan has insulted your ancestors, and place a tip in the monkey's bowl. Pay the monkey so he doesn't go hungry. Right. Welcome, my beloved Japanese. Eh? To another glorious episode of A Painting You. With me, your illustrious demi-divine host, Defender Osama, demigod of A Painting You. First things first, orientation. Right. Today is the day of Thor. Let us begin with some matter. Huh? Hey, sir! Sumimasen. Oh, oos. Oh, that one stung the nostrils. Oh! Right. I am still waking up. I have had some very late nights recently. Now is an arduous one, but painting you help me to French kiss shotgun. to know French kiss. I was like, painting you helps you French kiss a shotgun. Painting you help me no French kiss shotgun. I didn't want to get out of bed. I did not want to get out of bed. Ugh. Yeah. Right. Let's get this bitch wet. Fuck.
I stand alone, a clean man in
Oh, Christ. How are we today? Orientation is slightly awful. My apologies. I will probably need more brown sake. Fuck. What do you think of that Slayer cover? I didn't listen to it yet. I haven't even looked at your phrase. I'd fucking no time, no sleep, nothing. And still I go. God bless caffeine. That's all I have to say. I have no idea when to use this because I don't really know what it is, but I want to play this and see what it is. This just in.
This just in. Canadian warehouse worker.
All right.
Now 6 other workers. With forklift earlier today in a racist rampage, I'm here with surviving worker Skadesh.
Now, Skadesh, please tell me your own words. What happened? I don't know, buddy. I was just there, buddy. And I asked the guy, where did he want me to put the tomato cans? I said, buddy, where you want the tomato cans, buddy?
Back to you, Defender Rule.
The term racist rampage, I love it. There's something there's something insanely satisfying about the alliteration in that. 12 tries and it would not get offensively Indian. Or tell you nobody. But that's what's hilarious is like, how is that offensive? That's how they sound. You know? Like, I've watched videos of like how English people sound to foreigners when they're speaking English. And it's like, it's like the beauty of life exists in the truth, like, do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, there's some beautiful answers to things that you could find in the darkness, like, you know, kind of shit like that. In a sense, darkness can be its own form of beauty, but like, typically speaking, like the just the beautiful joy, the subtle tingling enlightened joy of life, it exists when you're just honest about shit, like, you know. And it's fucking hilarious when you hear a thick Indian accent speaking the Queen's English, and it's fucking hilarious when when you hear a Chinese guy with a really thick accent speaking the Queen's English, like, you know. It's like, hello, today we are going to learn predictive history. If you haven't checked out that channel, Predictive History, with that Chinese professor, man, you have to check it out. Like, okay, so today we're going to talk about the Jews. And before I go into this, I must say that everything I am about to say is pure speculation. Like, nothing I am saying here is necessarily true, but there is a lot of circumstantial evidence that would lead an observer or a witness of these particular things to come to the conclusion that there is a large conspiracy of Jews ruling the earth from within the shadows. Like, it's like, preach, brother. Back way when we beat Giant Wall. Many brick it took, many Jew, much detu. Millions of tiny hats blown away in wind. I think I gotta need more coffee and a cigarette before my chi really gets flowing. Right. What the fuck was that? It cut out right as it began to pray. You taking a piss? What the fuck?
This Justin, Canadian warehouse worker, impals 6 other workers. With forklift earlier today in a racist rampage, I'm here with surviving worker Skadesh.
Now, Skadesh, please tell me your own words. What happened? I don't know, buddy. I was just there, buddy. And I asked the guy, where did he want me to put the tomato cans? I said, buddy, where you want to put tomato cans, buddy?
Back to you, Defenderoo.
Man, if I could turn painting you into like a full on like, if I could like 4 or 5 hours a day of me sitting here for the first like hour, I'm like doing whatever. For the second hour, we like shift to something else. Like what if we did the hat and the map, and then I know it wouldn't really work most of the time, but like sometimes I feel like I could sit here for like fucking 6 hours, like between the music, the comments, me just constantly working away on a painting in the background. Like, I think it could be done. I think it could be done. That thought goes through my head at least 10 times a day. God bless Professor Chang. Yeah, the dude's a fucking legend. He gets it.
ride bike, more bike. Swim, swim, run, run, bike, bike, more bike. Crush is my goal, to slay the mountain top, never to stop. I am becoming Iron Man. To crush is my goal, to beat the pavement raw. With blood in my socks, I am becoming Iron Man. Grow food, sell home, more home, climb the mountain tops. Watch bear, shed weakness, strong mind, stronger heart.
Ugh.
Run, run, ride bike, more bike. Swim, 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 run, run, bike, bike, more bike. To crush is my goal, to slay the mountain top, never to stop. I am becoming Iron Man. To crush is my goal, to beat the pavement raw. With blood in my socks, I am becoming Iron Man.
Right. I need more coffee. I will return in a few moments. Enjoy the view of the various stuffed animals, the painting, and enjoy the tunes. I will return in less than 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. I will know. I'm a demigod.
Swim, swim, run, run, ride bike, more bike. Swim, swim, run, run, bike, bike, more bike. To crush is my goal, to slay the mountain top, never to stop. I am become Iron Man. To crush my goal, to beat the pavement raw. With blood in my socks, I am become Iron Man. Grow food, sell home, more home, climb the mountain tops. Watch bear, shed weakness, strong mind, stronger heart. Swim, swim, run, run, ride bike, more bike. Swim, swim, run, run, bike, bike, more bike.
Jesus. Oh. Huh. Ugh. That's very animals as leaders. That's very animals as leaders. Was it Tosin Abasi? Is that what his name is? You smoke cigarettes with filters. You a bitch. My name's not Alex Roach for nothing. Painting, goo 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 goo. Bow, 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 bow. Oh, sumimasen. Right. Boris was tarking shit. Tarking? Boris was tarking shitu behind your Baku, Defender Usama. Creary on the vodka again. I don't know whether it'll be more. I'm not angry at Boris, I'm angry at you. You rat. Leave Boris alone. Boris was talking shit behind your back. You gossiping gee. You gossip right, grr. If he's on the vodka again, it's because nobody's paying for Paintingu. It's like hashtag leave Boris alone. I still have to paint a fucking version of Merlin for Atlantis Bear. Still haven't gotten around to that. Patience really is one of the many P's of Paintingu. All right. Welcome to Paintingu, kindness for Critter Zoo. Ugh. I can taste the rainbow. Are you eating Skitters? I'm jealous. I used to love Skittles. They're making medicine for that now, I believe. Are you tasting rainbows? Go to owenbenjamin.com and pay your gay away. and an anaconda up the middle, is what she said. Achtung, ein Anaconda. Nothing like a good old-fashioned cookout, especially in the depths of hell, where flames are in abundance. You haven't really had barbecue until you've investigated the 6th ring of the depths of hell. And char grilled yourself a large slab of demon meat. Ugh. Dick Fordu-sama. Welcome. Sixth ring. Kieran Greer. The demon brisket is quite a thrill. Indeed, don't forget to like and subscribe to Paintingu. Smash that like button like it has insulted your ancestors. Right. My beloved Japonaita, it is indeed time for today's phrase of the day.
With a ding of my tiny donga.
I should have done this first. It is time for today's phrase of the day.
With this mighty song that I send cleansing vibrations through the
I fucked that up completely. I fucked up completely. We're doing this again. Maximum volume. Right. It is time today. Today it is time for today's phrase of the painting. Oh, I don't fuck.
With a ding of my tiny donga, with this mighty song that I send cleansing vibrations through the interwebs to cleanse you filthy mortals of your dirty, filthy cheek, and allow it to flow freely as I announce today's phrase of the day.
Excellent. Today's phrase of the day is as follows. Growing up is realizing that Lord Farquaad was trying to save his kingdom all along. Great, now I have to watch Shrek 1 again. And glean from it what esoteric knowledge I can. Lord Farquaad. A diminutive fuck. But where we ride to was Shrek 1, 2, and 3 simply more propaganda? Probably. I mean, they made Fiona fat and ugly. Hidges. Bonus Polak joke. What do you call a Polak with a bullet wound and a funny hat? Pope John Paul II. I'm sure somewhere Catholics find that hilarious. Ugh, sumimasen. This concludes today's phrase of the day. Where are we in terms of the songs? Ah, yes. Oh. Fiona is like the pigeon from that post in the Telegram yesterday. What pigeon? Obviously I missed that one. Hand-rolled cigarettes and coffee. Breakfast of Irish champions and banned demigods. actually had 2 big cheese toasties for breakfast. And an orange.
रोशनी वलसाई into the I dig to the bones of a poison ground. Inherited Ashura's choking on the sound. You solve tomorrow for comfort today. Left us the dead, now I spit it away. I carry the weight of what you ignored. Still in my lungs, but open my core. Sai mari mitti, sai mara pani. Jai todam gay, ulekni kani. Purkyadi bhula si dobara nahi. Gandagi tumbar, roshni wal sahi. Roshni wal sahi. I won't bow the road you normalize. Won't praise the lies you fossilize. We learn, we burn the old decay. Teach the young ones a better way. Roots in the soil, eyes on the sun. To clean the world when the damage is done. The damage is done. ज़मीन मेरी माँ सी रखी है सामान नवे राह बनाएंगे तोड़ के हर जाल बुरकियादी भूल सी दोबारा नहीं गंदगी तो बाहर रोशनी वल सोई रोशनी वल सोई रोशनी वल सोई रोशनी वल सोई
Male turns into pigeon. Female loves pigeon. Asks some demigod to turn her into a pigeon. Male is like, what the fuck? Female flies away and is eaten. It's like, look, I'm a pigeon too. What the fuck do you do that for? Like, this was a Princess and the Frog situation. Didn't you get the fucking hint? Like, oh fuck. All this and not one Punjabi follower. We'll get there. We'll get there.
The accumulator of the world, being charged by left and right. Sheep never witnessing their embedded parasite. shifting back and forth like the winds, the weeds of the nations, thick and overgrown. They will one day see what we've all come to know. Count the wires buried in bone, every thought rooted, not your own. Hands unseen, guide the herd, soft commands, never heard. Screams glow, while lies decay. Change their life. When pressed as choice, you call it freedom, I call it feed. A patient harvest. Planet dead. Nor chosen, turned at birth. Numbers bloom inside the dirt. Flesh learns fast what minds ignore. When the gate swings wide, there is no door. 6 by 6 by 6. You will know them by their tracks. Trees that bear no fruit, know him by his brood. Delicate lengths of millions rotating back and forth, oblivious. They are but food. They are but food. Tongues repeat what they're fed. Borrowed thoughts masquerade as head. Gold-plated lies poured down throats. You cheer the chains that cinch you close. Temples built from glass and code. Worship pings and data loads. You kneel daily, never ask who weighs the soul or owns the mass. Signal hums, veins comply. Every truth pre-approved lie. The bell is rung, the dogs are loose. The fence dissolves, you feel the loss. 6 by 6 by 6. You will know them by their tracks. Trees that bear no fruit, know him by his brood. Delicate legs of millions growing back and forth, oblivious. They are but food. They are but food. Count them down. 1 by 1. Breathing stock, measured days, life reduced to yield and waste. You are the clock. No shepherd halo, no throne clean. Every crown runs red beneath. You search the sky for judgment's hand. It grew from soil you couldn't stand. When the veil tears and the swarm pours through, there's no distinction between them and you. 6 by 6 by 6. Set it by shepherd and legs of millions scurrying back and forth, oblivious, they are but food. You're but fed thought. The accumulator waits. Still charging. Still full. And now you know what knows you.
It's a fucking tune, boy.
ਸਾਡੇ ਬਾਪ ਦਾ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਸਹਿਆ ਉਹ ਸਾਡੀ ਗਲਤੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ I was born into a pain. Same with stories, different names. Anger handed down like truth. Silence dressed up as strength. Every wound felt familiar. Every road led back to flame. They said this is how we survive. But all it did was stay the same. जो तुम गया सिर्फ फैलाना, दोबारा तो ना जरूरी नहीं. हर दर्द मेरी पहचान नहीं, हर रग मेरी मजबूरी नहीं. I won't carry what broke you. I won't bleed just to belong. The past can speak, the past can warn, but it won't decide where I'm going on. नवारा दुनिया है, खुले ने हाथ बंद नहीं. मैं जख्मन तो कुछ बाना और जख्म पैदा करन नहीं. They taught me pain makes men, that love makes you weak inside. But I watch hate rot the strong and leave nothing alive. I respect where I come from without living in the fire. I keep the lessons, not the knives. I'm building something higher. मैं दर्द नू नाल नहीं रखिया, मैं दर्द नू समझ के छड़ दिता. जो सिलसिला सी बर्बादी दा, जो उत्थे ही मैं रोक दिता. I won't repeat the damage. I won't teach my blood to burn. What was stolen from the roots, I'll help the branches learn. नवारा दुनिया है, मिट्टी विच बीज बोहे ने. कल जो सिर्फ जख्म सी, अज उत्थे कुछ उगे ने. सब कुछ याद रखना जरूरी नहीं हुंदा. कुछ चीज़ां छड़ के ही अगे वधिया जांदा है. Numbers carved into your bones. Now you sign your name all day. You back your life and change. Every promise tastes like growth. Period. And demand to trust. Proud to try to set order. And blood is how they collect. On our life. Don't take the ticket and don't sign your soul. Forever debt is a lie they sold. Cut the rope from around your neck. Honor first, reject the debt. Knock out the kaboom, not a routine. Double domino, koi malik Nicole. Goblins laugh and counting rooms. Rules wear suits and see you doom. They don't need chains, they don't need guns. Just time, interest, and silent sons. They teach surrender, call it peace. They teach decline, call it release. But I was not born to kneel. To feel, to fabricated deals. Don't bend the knee. No forever known will own me. My fate, my will by hand. We build a future they can't command.
If you really want to pull in those Jeeps, you may have to lure them in with false promises of Bob's and Vagine.
No city. No leash.
There's nothing worse
No fear.
than false promises of Bob's and Vagine. So disappointing.
No masters here.
No masters here. Pinching the good.
Coração mukdae. Para ser foto. Jealousy can be harm.
कर्जा मुकदा है पर सिर्फ उदों ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਬਸ
Could this runnery knight in here be our own nigger the knight? Brother or cousin? The armor is different. That should be obvious. His helmet is far too rotund to be nigger. I still haven't placed the eye holes. Cousin Biggle, I should have known. Cousin Biggle! I didn't recognize you with your new helmet. And he just turns around and it's just this like massive fucking it's like the Onion Knight out of Dark Souls. I can't remember his name. Sven or something? Or Siegfried? The Onion Knight out of Dark Souls, like, just has this, like, massive onion-shaped helmet, like, big fat armor. One of the knights who say knee, possibly. One of the knights of knee. A knee knight? What the fuck is knee? I don't get the reference. What's knee? It's just a gay way of saying no. Knee! Knee! Oh, it's a Monty Python reference, is it? Man, I have to go back and watch them, like... I only remember, like, the big bits, like, you know? Like the fucking, the Black Knight getting all his limbs cut off and all, like, and... King Arthur and all showing up at the castle and stuff, like... Remember fuck all, like... I'm trying to think what would be funniest, like, do you know, like, I'm like, I've gone through in my head over the past, like, 2 hours while I've been, like, designing them and shaping them. I'm like, where do I put the eye holes? Or do I even put eye holes on it? Like, is this Biggle the Blind Knight? who just has like a solid helmet with no eye holes, and he just like slays demons by sound alone. All I need to do is hear them and smell them, and I will smite them. Like, it's just like, so Biggle! And they're like, so he's like, yes! It's like one of them eagles when he has a fucking, when they have the blinders on them. Oh my god, he's never seen the Holy Grail. It's like he spent a millennia protecting the thing he's never seen. Why? Because his helmet has no eye holes. He has antenna? Is this some robotic ant knight? Maybe it's a dual sword. It just has swords sticking out of it. That'd actually be hilarious. I'm getting so many ideas, I don't know what one to go with. He who wishes to pass by me must answer me these questions 3. It's like, he who wishes to pass by me must answer these questions 3. Okay, go ahead. What are your questions? Body count. Relationship with father. Mandatory. Like, is your septum pierced? Like, in that order, like, what is thine body count? It must be lower than 10. Like, have you forgiven your father? Do you know him? Is thine septum pierced? I will know if you're lying. What is the flight speed of an unladen African swallow? Starts asking it like, who wants to be a millionaire questions like, in 1937, the American ambassador John Smith wrote a letter. On what date did he write it? You're just standing there looking around like, is this nigga serious? Like, he knows I'm an Arab, right? Like, I mean, I am wearing a turban. Like, it's... Oh, fuck. What is the flight speed of an unladen African swallow? And like, you managed to guess that one right, like, I don't know, 13 miles an hour. Correct! Next question. What is the flight speed of a laden African swallow? Like, what do you mean? That's subjective. Laden with what? The sin of man! It's just... Oh, fucking hell. That's funny. The judiciary will hear of this. It's like if the first question is body count, and she says it's over 10. It's just like like the fact that you can't see his face because he's wearing that big helmet, and you can't see any facial expressions. And like, what is thine body count? She's like, 12, I think. And he just turns and leaves. Doesn't say anything. Just throws the book down or whatever, like just throws the torch on the floor and just walks away, like says nothing. I answered your question. Are you gonna open the gate? Are you gonna drop the bridge? What the fuck? Like, he just leaves. Like, oh fucking hell. Oh god. Okay. It's that time of day, my beloved Japanite. Oh fuck. Sumimasen. Sumimasen. Well, I made excellent progress today. We now have a fucking we now have a knight roasting his meaty demon chunk, which just sounds like a dirty euphemism for cock. He's roasting his meaty demon chunk. I want to see somebody do that in an RPG. Like, one of the funniest, still to this day, one of the funniest things I've ever seen in a video game was Dragon Age Origins. And you'd be walking around one of the demon monster layer things, and instead of like chests that you can find and open and find various items and materials in, because it's a RPG, like, you know, fucking, instead of the chests or boxes or barrels or whatever that you would find in a normal location inhabited by humans, you just find these big pustule lump things, and they're called fleshy sacks. And the prompt is to just come up to like, would you like to open the fleshy sack? Would you like to investigate the fleshy sack? Would you like to loot the fleshy sack for all it contains? I used to just like, me and my mate would be playing it, like, and every time we came across one, we'd just stop and make eye contact and just be like, fleshy sack. It's like, you get like a game like Neo or something where it's like in Japan and you're fighting Oni. For those of you who don't know, like, Oni are essentially Oni and what's the other? Yokai, Oni, and what's the other one? Tengu? I don't know. There's various ones that are essentially like, you know, their version of demons. And it's just like, you're like picking up items after you kill enemies or open a box or something. And it just comes up on screen. You have found a meaty demon chunk. What do I do with this meaty demon chunk? So many things. So many options to explore. Right. Biggle the Knight has been born, and I think his name is Biggle because he's blind. I like that. I like it. Maybe that's why he's got the antenna sticking out of the helmet. Maybe that's like a tuning fork. You know? Who knows? I don't know. I haven't a fucking clue. I just sit here and let the ether flow through me. And whatever we get, we get. And whatever we don't get, we don't get. Right.
I hope you've enjoyed today's painting, Goo. I enjoyed painting for you. And fucking philosophizing and talking a load of shite.
Is he then to be known as Biggle the Knight? Indeed, Biggle the Knight has been born.
If you haven't paid for painting, Goo, pay painting good. Oh, you have no honor.
What is your
Turn
Vivian?
in their grave and show you their ass. And fart at you. I hope you've enjoyed today's painting. I enjoyed painting for you.
I just felt love. What is the flight speed of an unladen African swallow? That's
I hope
hilarious.
you enjoy the rest of your evening.
Right, you know the drill.
Pay for painting.
Be good, be true, and be beautiful.
Ancestors will shame you
And I will see you soon.
and turn in their grave and show you their ass.
If you have any honor, you will pay for painting you. Filthy mortal scum. Freshy sack swine. He drank the green water of the fountain of time. Perhaps this is what this is. You know?
I hope you've enjoyed
Is this
today's
red
painting.
mercury crystallized? Is this the
I enjoyed
fountain of
painting for
youth? You know? Who knows?
And fucking philosophizing.
Find out next time. Maybe. Perhaps find out next time on Painting Goo. Probably not.
If you haven't paid for painting goo.
Right.
Painting goo.
Pay for Painting Goo.
Honor. And your ancestors will shame you from the grave.
Let's see you tomorrow.
And turn in their grave and show you their ass. And fart at you.
Fuck.
I hope you've enjoyed today's painting, Goo. I enjoyed painting for you. And fucking philosophizing and talking a load of shit. I hope you
Sayonara.
enjoy the rest of your evening. If you haven't paid for painting, Goo, pay for painting, Goo. Or you have no honor. And your ancestors will shame you from the great beyond and turn in their grave and show you their ass. And fart at you.
Painting Goo Goo.